Water podcast channel right here on YouTube. How y'all doing? I'm Dad. How's your day been? Mom gets lauded for teaching son a lesson after he bullied a little black girl, saying, "I will not defend." And as we go through this story, I already thumbed through it, but as we go through this story, I wish more parents were like her. Parenting is a challenging task, and everyone has a different approach with their kids. While many parents on the internet endorse gentle parenting, which gets you absolutely nowhere, others prove why it doesn't always work out. Mama Mitch, a popular TikTok content creator, was one such parent who showed tough love for her son when she came to know that he bullied a black girl on his school bus in a recent video. The mom explained how she felt knowing her son was a bully and how she handled the situation. Many users commended her approach, and her video garnered over 6.5 million views in a couple of weeks. As you see captions there, the mom of four began her video by saying that her son called a little black girl in his school bus, on his school bus, out of her name. Most of us do actually know what that means, but for those of you who don't, like me most of the time scratching your head, what it means is if you do not refer to someone by their proper name, by their name, their birth given name, whatever, like even hey dude is outside the person's name, but hey dude, everyone says that. That's an acceptable, hey, let me grab your attention. But out of her name means just simply means, like, hey little girl, or instead of hey Missy, or because there are some girls named Missy. Okay, I've known one or two. Or hey Barbara. Instead of saying hey Barbara, you say hey girl, or hey lady. Out of name. Okay, but this out of name is kind of a little worse for the wearer than that, because that's what I got out of reading this story. So, I mean, you can take out a name to mean whatever you want. You can probably fill in the blank of what her son called this little black girl. I already know. my my thought process on the way this world is would not shock me either way, but I already probably can tell you what this kid called this little black girl. Out of name. But anyways, let's continue here. One fine day, when she was taking care of her kids' evening routine, she received a call from the little girl's aunt, who accused her son of bullying her niece. The mom's first thoughts were, "Not my son, ain't no way that was my son." However, soon she realized that her son had indeed misbehaved. While she was on the speakerphone with the girl's aunt, the mom called her son into the room and inquired about what had happened and what he said to the little girl when he got off the school bus. His face, immediate guilt, the mom said. The boy apologized, instantly saying, "I'm sorry, Mom." And when the mom asked if he bullied her, he replied, "Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Don't whoop me." Oh boy. Yep. The way I was raised, the way that people say, hey, you can't raise kids like, oh, I would have whooped his butt. Okay, that's me. Not anyone else, hardly anyone else, but that's me. But anyway, where was I at? Oh yeah, she was furious. Like I said, I would be too. Yeah, and the aunt was furious because, but be polite to the mom. Conversation over the phone. Hey, this happened. Blah blah blah. But you gotta have some mind on the aunt being furious with this as well. But maybe not as furious as the mom was with her son. But you gotta have a mind that the aunt was furious too. You got to. It's a given. You have to have a mind on that one. But she was furious. So you said it. You knew it was wrong. You knew you would be in trouble. You knew I wouldn't agree with it. So now you're sorry that you got caught. The mom then got the little girl's address from the aunt and immediately took her son to apologize to her. On on my way out, I told my husband I need the belt off from around your waist. Told you, she said. Throughout their journey to the girls' house, the mom and the son had a long conversation. Ooh, yeah, the kind of long conversation that's long about the son's mistake and about how his apology would be 100% intentional. Usually, when I make my kids apologize to someone that, they upset or mistreat or whatever, if I don't like my kids' apology, I make them stand there and do it until I feel satisfied. Because I can pick up on people's tone better, the tone of their voice. I can pick up on that a little, maybe a little too good, a little too better than what other people can. But yeah, I made him go in the store and pick this little girl out gifts before we got there. I made him apologize. He gave her the gifts, and they hugged before they left. If this woman had never called me, I would have never known that that came out of my son's mouth, the mom explained. She saw this as an opportunity to teach her son a lesson on how to treat others. And that's a very good lesson. But again, a lot of parents don't do that. And you know that it takes a village to raise a kid? Yeah. You try to correct anyone's kid nowadays. Oh, yeah. The parents of my generation will come after you. I don't know how Gen X got to be such squibbly softies, but good lord, seriously? Even I would go as far as to say the elder millennials. Yeah. But anyways, I lost my spot again. Hold on a second. Um, she saw this as an opportunity to teach her son a lesson on how to treat others. If there's one thing about me, I will not defend or condone any wrong actions by my child. Neither will I. They will be responsible and accountable for what they do, for whatever they do. She said, one thing's for sure, and two things for certain. He's not going to do it again. The mom added, though she couldn't believe that it was her son who bullied a black girl. Knowing his mistake, she instantly acted on it. And here's some comments. Anna369. And this ladies, and this, ladies, is how we change the world. Um, Punctuation, please. Thank you. Put a comma in there. That's what it's used for. Um, Maya Ocha? Ochoa? Dr. Maya or Mia. I've heard that name pronounced two different ways, Mia and Maya. But anyways, as a teacher, I need more parents like this. Whoops, that didn't go well. Over 31,000 comments poured in, and many lauded the mom's efforts to ensure that the little girl felt better. You're such a good and sweet parent. You held him accountable and turned his consequences into ways to benefit the little girl. You're so amazing, and your parenting skills are immaculate. Be proud, Mama, said at well, you guys can see that name. I'm going to have a hard time with that one. So if you are at this name, my apologies. You handled it. You didn't try to make excuses and took care of business. That's parenting. Lauded at Nick. Yeah. You taught him an amazing lesson that day and allowed that little girl to heal a hurt. Good work, Mama. Added at Rock Chalk 101. Okay, yeah, that's the end of it. Anyway, but yes, this is okay. I'm gonna use this one as the screenshot. So yeah, my apologies. I was thumbing real quick. But yeah, if there were more parents like this young lady here, shoot. I mean, we all get into squabbles and still like that, but everything would be better off. We wouldn't have entitled brats running all over the place. And yes, I said entitled brats. Even adult Karens and Kens or Carls, whoever the guy version is called, yeah. They think they're entitled to. To what? I have no idea. It just boggles the mind. Anyway, just have your kids think of the consequences before their actions. If they do the actions, hold them accountable. Just don't be like a lot of people and say, "Oh, my kid didn't do that." Well, yeah, ma'am, he's on videotape. Oh, that's not my son. You got somebody else. You're mixing people up. I've heard that argument before too. And when the child is actually caught, blah blah blah, charged, whatever the case may have been, the parents are always fuming that because their son, their child is automatically innocent, blah blah blah. Yeah, right. Anyways, but yes, if we had more parents like this, everything would be a bit better off. But like I said, we still have our hiccups and things like that. That's just that's life. It comes with the territory. But if everyone was like this young lady, everything would be a hair better off. So, with that in mind, I shall end this video. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. I'm out. Peace.